Hello everybody, welcome to the Denture Life. You're here with Daddy Dentures today. Today is day 17. I don't have my teeth in right now because I just took them out. I just got back from work. So, some new product that I've been using, I'm going to go ahead and show you real quick. So, last night, my cushion grip came in, and it was a epic fail. So, this is the cushion grip you get. It comes in a little tube. That's about how much I used on my top denture. I probably used too much. It's my first time. In all honest reality, I think I'm not that into the game yet to be using this probably. So anyways, I followed the directions. I probably put too much on, because you gotta think when your gums are healing, your gums are shrinking. So just using a little bit of this stuff wasn't gonna work. So the reason why I think that I didn't like this is for a couple things that I probably used this too early. Alright, go find them. So, I don't believe my extractions are healed up too good. So, my extractions are healing up pretty good. But anyways, this actually hurts. So, when I put this in, this thing right here, it did seal. It's kind of hard to talk about dentures. It did seal up the top of the roof of my mouth really well. So if you're looking for a tight fit, this actually gives you a tight fit. It was so tight that it was hurting my extractions. And it did exactly like I thought it would do. It imprinted into my... Sorry, my phone's running out of memory, so I have to reset my phone every time and I forget where I'm at. Anyways, the C-Bond original, the difference between this and this right here has a little bit of flavor to it. Early in the morning time, it only lasted maybe a couple hours. It does irritate your extractions when you first use it, when you first are healing process. But when you take this out in 10 hours, it's kind of sticky and gooier. This right here, when I took it out, it didn't have that sticky, gooey feel as much as the other ones did. So I did buy both of them. I do still have the polyester strips. I bought a new thing, but I haven't used it yet because I did try Polygrip. Okay, so people on my channel have texted me to say use the Fixodent. I did not buy the Fixodent for one reason, is because every Fixodent product had zinc in it. So the only thing that I can find zinc free is Polygrip. So if you can find a Fixodent that is zinc free, let me know, because everything that had Fixodent in it had zinc in it. Only Polygrip was the only brand that was zinc free. So gotta think, man, I'll be wearing dentures for a very long time, and I don't want to be putting a bunch of that zinc in my body, especially starting off. So I will not be using Fixodent as long as they have zinc in it. I probably won't use it. Going on to that, the only brand of powder, I haven't used this yet, but it's Fixodent, and I didn't realize that I bought this when I first got my teeth extracted. I think I used it like one day, but that was only it for the bottom, and it didn't really work that good. I didn't use this for the top yet, but this does have zinc in it, so I'm not using this because of the zinc. So that's that. There's the cushion grip. I used the original stuff. Oh yeah. This works okay. I put it only in my bottom denture. It's only where I need it right now, and it probably lasted a couple hours, 4 or 5 hours, 6, 7 hours into the day. It starts to fall apart. When I put this on my denture, most of it ends up on the side of my gum here, and then it ends up here. But this side right here, like, kind of goes away, and I still have some here. It is really sticky to get out, but it doesn't, once you take your denture out, it doesn't take that much long. It takes maybe like 5-7 minutes to actually get the stuff out of your mouth. Try to get it out as best you can, and then it'll eventually just go out. So that's why I kind of like the polyester strips. It's a little bit easier to take out. This is really easy to put on, and you can just keep applying this. This right here, it takes a little bit of time to put it on, and it lasts probably a little bit longer than this stuff right here, and it stays in place. So once you put the strip on, like when you take out your denture, you can actually see the strip attached to your gum lines. So this right here doesn't fall apart. It doesn't do a bunch of crazy stuff throughout the day as the poly grip stuff. Works pretty good, but it does like to ooze around a lot more than the poly strips. It likes to stay in place a little bit better. So when you first go through this stuff, I don't spend a lot of money on this junk. This stuff is not cheap. I probably spent close to like 50 bucks already, maybe a little bit under $100, just buying a bunch of this crap. In reality, you don't really need all this stuff. You just gotta find what's right for you. And once you find what's right for you, and then you can kind of just budget yourself. So what's right for me is $5 a month. So that's $5 a month for the next 6 months. I'm gonna use this right here for my top denture. And I've seen videos where they put this in, and then they use the poly grip paste to stick on top of that to hold a little better grip. I haven't tried that yet. I've seen videos that have done that. I'll probably try that out later. I did do a new method cut. Before I was cutting out this strip right here, which I showed you before, and now I just kind of cut a line here, I cut a line there, and then this right here, this flap holds on, and I cut the part for the roof of my mouth so it doesn't hurt as bad as my teeth bite down and it hits the roof of my mouth. So that helps a little bit. I'll probably show you another day on how I cut that. Yeah, so pretty much that was it. I did buy this teeth soaker sauna stuff, which was like 40 bucks at Walmart. I didn't even use it. I took it out, plugged it up, and started to realize this is just a bunch of stuff. I don't need all this crap. So I took that back. So I still soak my teeth regularly into in a glass. Sorry for this really long video, my teeth out. I just got off work and they're actually soaking, so I didn't want to put my teeth in right away. And I am still hungry as ever, but I did finally buy muscle milk. I have not tried it yet. I bought it last night. As you can tell, I bought this right here, and I bought a little glass to drink that. So I'm fixing to make me one right now and drink that and see if it's going to make me sick or not. Or if it's going to make me feel better if I'm able to drink this stuff. This was like, I can't remember, like 20-something at Walmart. And that's to help me put the weight back on that I've been losing. I have not weighed myself since that one video, so I don't know how much more weight I have lost, but I can tell I have lost more. You can start to see the bones in my face start to show a lot more compared to my very first video. Alright, that's pretty much it on that. Alright, so the only thing I'm going to buy for the next 6 months is, all you're going to need is a toothbrush, a tongue scraper, some of these polyester strips, some of these C-bond stuff, some toothpaste, and some of this poly grip stuff. And you're going to need something to put your denture in, and you're just going to need water and peroxide. And then you're just going to need some muscle milk probably, or whatever protein you want to buy, something to drink it out of, and then food. If you're buying anything else, you're just going to waste your money. Like I said, I already bought a bunch of stuff already, and I wasted a lot of money because this early in the game, you don't need that much stuff for your teeth. And you got to think, unless you want your teeth to be convenient, you don't want it to be all this stuff to buy. So you want to like limit your memory. So y'all have a great day and God bless and be safe. You want to limit yourself on the stuff that you're going to need for the next 6 months to a year, because this stuff can get very expensive until you get your permanent dentures. you know, so hopefully when I get my permanent dentures, I don't have to buy all this junk anymore. They'll fit pretty good, and I'll probably just have to buy adhesive and maybe some denture fit and try that out on them if that wants to make them snugger. But supposedly once you get your permanents, you shouldn't be able to have to use any of that stuff unless your mouth is still shrinking and changing over the years, and then you might want to use something else. But other than that, my videos are losing. Alright, so if you're this early in the game, only 17 days since you got your teeth extraction, I wouldn't really waste your money on this. I wouldn't waste your money on denture fit. The only thing I would waste my money on is C-Bond right now. So, this did exactly like I thought it was going to do. It hurt my extractions. So, the fit was so tight that it was causing my extraction side up here and back here, and especially up here, to hurt. So it made it uncomfortable. So every time I would bite down, the extractions would hurt. So I'm too early into the game for this. And all honesty, that this is probably really expensive because it cost me almost like 20 bucks to get this. And I mean, if you can pay about $10 to get this if you wait for it to come in like a week or something through Walmart app. So this is a cushion grip. It's not that big, so you can tell I can pretty much use half the bottle on my top denture, and I end up ripping it all out. So some things that I did do, I put it all over the top of my denture, and after waiting like 2-3 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever, for it to sit up, I even stuck it on the roof of my denture. And when I stuck it in my mouth and I bit down, and when I pulled it out, the adhesive stuck to the top of my mouth, and it was like a rubber band. And I think I shouldn't have did that because it was stuck to the roof of my mouth, and I had to peel it out of the roof of my mouth. And I just kind of scraped it out on the top of the roof of my mouth, on my denture. Another thing is, when you apply this into your denture and then you mess up and try to take this out, this is like super hard to get out of your denture. You can pretty much get all of it out except for, sorry, I had to pause that video again. So it took me about almost an hour and a half to 2 hours to scrub this out of my top denture. It literally dried up in every single nook and cranny into my denture, and how I end up getting it out, I put it in the water, I put it in hot water. I didn't want to put it in too much of a hot water, because if you drop your denture into really super hot water, I guess it warps your denture. What I use to get it out with, so I end up using this right here. I end up scraping it out, and I use this. I put it in hot water, let it sit, pour it out, scrape it up. It literally took me forever to get this junk out of my top denture. So if you put this in your denture and you mess up and you try to peel this out immediately, you're going to spend about a good hour and a half to 2 hours trying to clean out your top denture from this stuff. This stuff, when it gets in your denture and it settles and it sticks, it's really in there really good, and it's super hard to get out. So that was a cushion grip. Like I said, epic fail. I think I'm too early into the game for this right here, so I still need to wait for my extractions to heal up a little bit better before I actually use this. So I advise, if you still have holes in your mouth, don't use this right yet, because it's too expensive to buy and just to try out and mess up and realize it hurts. Things I would do next time: wait till my gums heal up a little bit better and not apply so much, I think. But it's kind of hard to not apply so much because there's so much room and space in your thing. So I still have the denture fit. I have not used this yet because this is also really expensive. This is like $40–45 if you buy it one time. And the tubes are super small. It looks really big, but this tube is really super small. You see my finger right there. That's how small it is. So I didn't want to use this stuff yet. And it comes with two little things and a little primer. And it comes with directions, and it comes with like with these little things to prime your denture with. So I bought this like like a month ago before I even got my dentures, and I didn't want to use this yet. I wanted to wait until like I get something like this and try to use this first. And in all reality, this is probably more expensive than this, is because this, when you buy this, is like 10 to 20 bucks depending on how you get it shipped, and you can easily mess up, and then you have to take it out, and I don't use half the tube, and it only lasts 3 to 4 days. Supposedly it lasts about a week. So every time you have to peel this out every week and reapply this. Pair to denture fit, supposedly once you put this in, it's good for 3 months. So $45 lasts you 3 months. 20 bucks probably lasts you 2 weeks, 2-3 weeks. So right there kind of show you what would probably last longer. This is probably most likely going to last a lot longer, and this right here doesn't last as long. But I would start off with something like this so you can get an idea of this stuff right here, how to put it in your mouth and things like that. So do spend a little bit extra money probably, because this stuff right here you can kind of waste. But it's like 10-20 bucks you can waste it like in your first beginning. But this right here, you don't want to mess up your first time, because you'll be out of it because it doesn't have a lot to mess up with. It only gives you a little bit. So if you mess up, you're at 45 bucks. If you mess up, you can, you know, try 3-4 times before you waste 20 bucks until you get this right. So I am going to wait a couple more weeks before I try this again. Wait till my extractions heal up a little bit better before I try that, because it did hurt super bad. So I am continuing to use C-bond strips. I think the C-bond strips work the best. I put this in my mouth and it doesn't hurt my mouth at all. The strips probably last about a good 10 hours before you need to put in a... So about 10 hours of having this in your mouth, you probably need to peel it out and put in a new one, because it starts to lose tightness, and it starts to get all kind of slimy and gooey. But I did buy the C-bond strips yesterday that does not have